to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people asking lots of questions, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com, and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's general yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the Azurite, reading number 2 with the Onyx, reading number 3 with the Beryl, reading number 4 with the Serpentine, and reading number 5 with the Sodalite. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now, so I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 1 with the Azurite. The properties of Azurite are inspiration, understanding, and intuition. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's start by taking a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, once more. There we go. Okay, and we'll get this to hold the cards. We start with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talks about a new beginning that is emotional in nature, kind of like your cup runs over with positive emotional things. So a new beginning that has positive emotional connections involved. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords talks about some challenges and tests you may be facing, but it says that you'll move through them relatively quickly and you'll overcome them relatively easily. Next, we have the Moon. The Moon talks about, it can talk about your guides talking to you through your dreams, but it also talks about kind of fear around making a decision and needing to trust your intuition, to trust your gut as you make those decisions. It's also encouragement to make a decision. Next, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about a passionate beginning. So now we have a passionate beginning as well as an emotional beginning, but there's still some form of fear involved in it. However, I feel like you overcome it relatively quickly with that Knight of Swords in there. All right, so looking at this as a yes or no, this looks like a yes to whatever you asked tarot. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we start with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups says that maybe you're not seeing things completely clearly, or maybe you're missing what the universe is trying to bring in for you. It has the idea of seeing things from some perspective that's not accurate, and sometimes not seeing what is happening, like the universe is trying to hand you something and you just don't see it or you don't reach for it. Five of Swords talks about worry. So you guys dealing with some worry in your realm right now. We're going to get Oracle, see how you deal with it. The Lovers, that talks about soul connections. Typically with the Lovers, those soul connections are romantic. They don't necessarily have to be, but they normally are when you're looking at the Lovers. It's like a romantic soulmate or a romantic soul connection. And then the Empress. The Empress talks about stability in the material realm, having foundations laid in place or putting those foundations in place. It can also represent motherhood and, mothering energy. All right, so let's get Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 1, whatever's in their best benefit, please. Thank you, thank you. Happiness, I like it. So the universe telling you to focus on happiness, the universal realms bringing happiness into your life, which is wonderful. Happiness is a beautiful energy, and as happiness arrives for you, make sure that you're taking time for gratitude. Make sure that you're taking time to enjoy it. Now, let's see the Five of Swords. What is there for the Five of Swords? This is about worrying. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, so most of you are probably worrying with regards to financial or material things. Prosperity's out in front of you. No reason to worry. It's the new moon in Taurus, so that's, if you're watching this pretty close to the release date, then that's not that far ahead. So it's going to work out. Just let the worry go. Know that you're going to step into what it is you need, what it is you desire, and don't let the worries get the better of you. Now, let's see the Four of Cups with Queen of the Moon. What is there for the Four of Cups here, please? Blossoming. Okay, so the Four of Cups is being clarified by the blossoming card, meaning you're growing and blossoming. So as you look at things, try to review them from your current perspective, because I feel like you're going to step into situations where before you would have seen them one way, and now you're going to see them in an entirely new light because you're blossoming and growing. And it's okay. It doesn't make you a hypocrite because you saw it one way before and you see it a new way now. That means you're growing, you're blossoming, you have growth. So don't be hard on yourselves because your perspective changes. That's part of life. Now let's see the Empress with Queen of the Moon. Fruition. Okay, so this material stability, this foundational energy in your life, it is coming to fruition. It is something that will happen in time as things move forward. Now, let's see the Lovers. What is there to add for the Lovers here for group number 1? Fertility. Okay, all right. So I know you guys are seeing this. We've got the Lovers, and then we've got the motherhood energy, and now we've got the fertility. Typically, this fertility card does not represent human fertility and conception. If that is something you're hoping for or something that you're asking about, then congratulations. It's a very positive sign for you for sure. But we're going to look at it more as this situation is fertile for these soul connections to take root, okay? Because it is clarifying the Lovers and not the Empress. The Empress does have the fruition. And so again, if conception is what you're asking about, it does look very positive for you. Looks like things will be coming to fruition. But I just want to say clearly, if that's your path, then make sure you get whatever professional advice, assistance, care you deem appropriate for that, okay? This is not any form of medical advice or medical care. This is like just your cards, your guides are telling you, hey, this is positive. Now, for most of you, it's not that at all, and that's not what you're asking about. You don't care, so just leave that for whoever that's for. For the rest of you, this is the Lovers and the fertility. So you have a soul connection that is most likely romantic in very fertile soil right now, taking root. So it can be overwhelming. There's lots of karmic things that go on in soul connections. It can be hard to make a decision. It can be overwhelming because it burns so bright and it's so intense and it's scary, because it's one of the most intense things that we'll feel as a human, to feel our connection to another soul from the soul realm. But the situation is fertile for growth. So happiness is out in front of you. Take a deep breath, work your way through it. Now, the answer to your question was yes. And peace has something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 2 with the Onyx. The properties of Onyx are willpower, strength, and protection. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, we'll get this to hold the cards. We start with victory. Victory is exactly that. It's victory. It's having victories to celebrate, feeling victorious. Next, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about love, true, genuine, selfless love, the type of love that will release you if that's what you desire. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it very well can be. The King of Cups can represent a person whose energy is love, or it can just represent the energy of love. Next, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about moving forward and needing to release the past. You see all those swords in the boat? Those are things that haven't been released yet. So you got to release the past to move forward in the positive energy. And then we have the Wheel topping everything off. The Wheel talks about luck and fate guiding you forward down your path. And it also has the energy of a healing here because of the medicine wheel. Now, looking at this as a yes or no, this is very positive. There may be some things you still need to release to be able to move forward in the energy you desire, but it looks like the answer to your question here is yes. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 2. Thank you, thank you. All right, we have Queen of Wands and Knight of Cups. The Queen of Wands talks about you and your authentic energy, marching to your own drummer, following your passions, being who you are, and being unapologetically you. The Knight of Cups talks about a proposal, someone offering to take something to the next level. So this could be in a romantic relationship, someone offering to make a commitment or to have a commitment with you. This could be in your work life, someone offering you some form of promotion that allows you to lead others, or take on some responsibility you've been desiring to take on. Now we have the Chariot next. And the Magician, I like it. All right, the Chariot's about forward motion. Now, see how those horses are fighting the reins? There's a little bit of resistance, which means there's some sort of blockage that you got to get out of the way. You are making forward motion, but not as fast as you could be going if you remove the blockages. And that's going to bring us right back to those swords. Whatever you're carrying from the past into the future with you that is not beneficial to you, you need to release it. Get rid of it. Don't keep it. You don't need to hang on to every hurt that you've ever experienced. You experience it and then you let it go because it's not part of the now. So there's some blockages that need to be removed, but you are getting that forward motion. And then with the Magician, that is manifesting. That is using your talents and skills, your mind, to call in what it is you desire from the earthly realm. So beautiful energy there. Now let's get Oracle on everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 2, please, whatever's in their best benefit. Ooh, face your challenges. Okay. So notice how there's that angelic energy, like pouring down heart space energy on the little person at the other side of the bridge. All that support is there for you. However, that person has to decide to walk across that bridge. That's you. You got to decide to do it. You got to make that forward motion across the bridge. You're going to have all sorts of support as you do it, but you are the one that has to face your challenges. And you are the only one that can make that decision. Now, let's get Moonology. I want to see the Chariot with Moonology because the Chariot is all about that forward motion, which you do have, but there is some sort of blockage you could remove to make it a little more functional. The Chariot, please. You were good enough. Okay, so it's a feeling of unworthiness then. You're absolutely worthy of any and everything you desire. You're worthy of what you desire to manifest. You're worthy of whatever this offer is. You're worthy of anything you desire in any realm, really. You are good enough. You are worthy, okay? So look in the mirror and tell yourself that until you believe it, because this you are good enough, clarifying that Chariot, is clearly saying that the blockage in front of you is you not believing in you. So that is, it should be easy to remove. It's not though. It's a challenge, but you can rise to it for sure. So remind yourself that you're good enough every single day till you believe it through and through. Now let's see this Queen of Wands with Queen of the Moon. Ooh, attraction. So this passion energy you're putting into the realm, you exuding your passions, you being yourself, it is attracting what's meant for you, which is wonderful. That's where this magician ties in, where you're manifesting what it is you desire. Let's see the Knight of Cups as well. Ooh, sovereignty. That talks about you being in charge of your realm. You guys also have a 444 because you got 44 and 41. So you now have a 444. If you see the synchronicities and the angel numbers and whatnot, typically there's some protection energy to the 444. But look into it, however it resonates with you. I do feel that there's definitely a protection energy going on for you though. Now, sovereignty with regards to this proposal means you're in charge. You can choose to take it. You can choose to not take it. You can choose to make a counter offer. However it is, it works for you. You are in charge of your realm. Just because someone offers you something doesn't mean you have to accept it. If it's not what you want, say no. If it is what you want, say yes. If it's half of what you want, say, how about we do it this way? You know, you can control your realm and you get to choose whether or not you step into an opportunity when it's presented to you. Now, let's get spell casting for the Magician and see what's going on with all this manifesting. Okay, for the Magician, for group number 2, please. Willpower. Wow. Okay. So like, you see how she's like holding the earth and the moon? Like she's in control. She's got the willpower to control her realm. You've got the sovereignty and willpower here. You are strong, strong. This willpower is saying, hey, you've got all the pieces to manifest your desire. It is there for you. Believe in yourself and it will materialize right before your eyes. Now, the answer to your question was a pretty solid yes. There are some things you need to release. We talked about that. It's probably that lack of worthiness, but you got it. You're on it. You're gonna do great. You're gonna be successful. The answer to your question is yes, and home may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 3 with the Barrel. The properties of Barrel are purpose, focus, and motivation. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, there we go. That's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right. We start with the King of Swords. The King of Swords can represent a person. If it does, the person is very intellectual, very intelligent, very strategic. You kind of makes the plans and then takes action. The King of Swords is all about jumping in and taking that action. Now, if it's not a person that it's representing, then it can represent some really significant challenges you're facing where you have to strategize your way through it. You really have to think things through and develop a success strategy to overcome it. Next, we have the Star. The Star talks about healing and a gift from the divine. So something coming in from the divine realm that is a gift to you. Next, we have the Lovers. The Lovers talks about romantic soulmates or romantic soul connections. Typically, it's romantic. This could be coming in. This could be someone you're dealing with. This could be a situation that's growing at this moment, but it does have a romantic soul connection energy to it. Next, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about moving forward, but sometimes bringing some baggage with you that you got to release. All those swords are things from the past that don't need to go in the future, so you got to figure out what you don't need and get rid of it. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. That talks about situations moving very, very quickly. situations moving fast, things changing quickly. And then topping everything off, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups represents a happy, peaceful home life. It can represent moving, like moving to a new home. It is a very peaceful, positive energy. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, there are some challenges on the King of Swords, but everything else I feel is very positive. There may be baggage that needs to be released, so you may be carrying forward something emotional that doesn't belong in your new relationship, came from your old relationship. With the Lovers here, I feel like a lot of you are probably talking about relationships. Now, the answer is going to be the same whether or not you are. But for a lot of you, I think there's a relationship factor here. Now, the answer to your question here appears to be yes. We've got the healing of the stars, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, all very positive, things moving quickly. There are some things you still need to do, but it looks like the answer to your question is yes. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors for group number 3. Please show us their situations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ten of Wands. So we're feeling overwhelmed, kind of like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about protecting your energy, taking action, being direct, saying exactly what you mean, and protecting your energy, letting people know where you stand. Six of Cups, that talks about reconnecting to your past, seeing how much you've grown, seeing how far you've come. It can even be reconnecting with people in your past. And the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about feeling stuck, feeling like you can't move forward. And this one, you can see that glow coming from her heart space. She's getting ready to break out of that stuck energy. So I feel like you guys are getting ready to move into a much better energy. You're just kind of finishing things up right now. Now let's get Oracle for everything to see what advice there is to help you through it. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels. For group number 3, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you. Trust the flow. Okay, yeah, absolutely trust the flow of the universal energies. Things are going to happen when they need to. Things are going to change when they need to. So relax and trust that things are going to flow the way they need to for your best benefit. Now let's see the Eight of Swords with regards to the stuck energy. Work through your fears. All right, so working through your fears is going to help you overcome that stuck energy. You're going to move through it. So that's not easy, I know, but it's what's necessary. So whatever it is you're afraid of, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck, it's time to process that and move through it. Let's also see this Ten of Wands. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so you get the energy is gaining momentum on you feeling overwhelmed. And yeah, you're probably overwhelmed because the energy is gaining momentum. You are transitioning. Things are starting to move quickly. It can be very overwhelming. It's okay to take a breath and a break and a minute and take care of yourself and self-care and all of it. If you feel overwhelmed because things are really picking up, it's time to implement some self-care and give yourself a little bit of a break, a breather, meditate. Now, let's see the Queen of Swords with Queen of the Moon. What is there to add to this energy here? Patience. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is all about taking action and jumping in and doing things and protecting your energy and being direct. And you're being advised patience may be necessary here. So give it a minute, let things progress, be patient. You are going to step into the energy you desire. You just have to kind of give the universe some time to flow. Now, the Six of Cups, that's about seeing your growth, reconnecting. Interesting. Acceptance. Maybe you need to accept that you've grown. Maybe there's something you need to accept that's coming back from your past. There's acceptance in that energy, and it's probably going to be different for all of you. But there's something that you need to accept from your past or from your perspective of your growth. Accepting that you've grown and you're better now. You're more capable now. You make different decisions now. It doesn't make you a hypocrite. It means you've grown. All right, now let's see the Transparent Tarot. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors for the Transparent Tarot for group number 3, please. All right, so the answer to your question was yes, whether or not you asked about a relationship, and reconciliation may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 4 with the Serpentine. The properties of Serpentine are intuition, desire, and transcendence. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's start by taking a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards that will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, so we start with the 3 of Cups, which talks about celebrating, having things to celebrate, celebrating with friends. Next, we see the 5 of Swords, which talks about worrying, spending your time looking at what could go wrong, worrying about your finances, worrying about your home life, worrying about your job. It is a worry of things just kind of falling apart. Next, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords talks about some challenges that may require you to strategize your way through them. It may require you to kind of stop and figure out a plan of how you can move forward. It can also represent a person who's highly intelligent or strategic in nature. Next, we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups talks about having lots and lots of options available to you and needing to choose what is right for you, what resonates with you on the soul level. And then topping everything off, we have the Devil. The Devil talks about restriction. It talks about, it can talk about, things that lead you towards bad decisions. And it can talk about corruption. It can talk about addiction. It can talk about love triangles. It's kind of broad in its energy, but it has the energy of something that keeps you stuck. You see, it's a shackle, and then it's got chains going to all 5 different points. It has got you stuck, not able to move. And it's kind of centered on that King of Swords. A couple of the options of the 7 of Cups are in there. I feel like this Devil energy is just kind of keeping you stuck. There's a very stuck energy here. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, I know we started with that 3 of Cups, which talks about celebrating. And then kind of everything after it was pretty challenging. It was like, wait, pause, there may be bad energy, there may be something you're dealing with. You got to strategize, you need to stop worrying, and then you're just stuck altogether. So I feel like the answer to your question is no. That 3 of Cups may be in there because maybe some of you are really hoping for a no, but the answer to your question is no, just the same either way. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Judgment, that talks about a second chance. Something that you desire, typically, a second chance somewhere important. The Queen of Cups, that talks about deep emotional connections, emotional maturity, being able to process deeper emotions instead of just pretending you don't have them. The Lovers, wow. The Lovers talks about soul connections. Typically romantic soul connections, but soul connections just the same. And the 9 of Cups, that talks about wish fulfillment, dream come true energy. All right, so I feel like this answer being no is probably pretty positive for most of you. I thought maybe with the 3 of Cups in there starting it off, but then your situations are just so positive that I feel like most of you were hoping for a no. Now, like I said, it's a no regardless of what you were hoping for, but I feel like a lot of you were hoping for it. Now, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Like, this is beautiful energy you got going on in your situations. Now, let's see the Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 4, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Love, I like it. All right, there's a lot of love energy in your situation for sure. The Lovers and then the Queen of Cups talking about those deep emotional connections. That's beautiful. Let's see Judgment. Judgment is the second chance. It is stepping into a second chance, and that is exactly what a soul connection is. It's coming back together for a second, third, 400th, whatever time in this life. Now, judgment. Adjustments are required. Okay, so judgment talks about second chances, and it's being clarified by adjustments being required. So even though you are stepping into a second chance, there are going to be things that need to be adjusted. There are going to be things that you need to look at and make accommodations for. Now, let's see the Queen of Cups, all this emotional energy in the Queen of Cups with Queen of the Moon. Sovereignty. Okay, sovereignty reminds you you're in charge of your realm. You have the emotional capacity to deal with whatever's going on in your realm. You also have the emotional capacity to say no. You are capable of running your life however it is you decide. So don't forget, you're in charge of your path. Now let's also see the Lovers with Queen of the Moon. Abundance. Wow. Okay, now this abundance card, I have a lot of different abundance cards and a lot of different decks. This one, I always feel like maybe is not necessarily associated with monetary abundance because it's just so red and orange, which are like passion colors, sacral chakra colors. I feel like there's an abundance of passion in this soul connection. It is almost over the top passionate, which can be overwhelming. So just make sure that you take a breath and remember that you're in charge. Remember that you're in control. Now, let's see spell casting on the Nine of Cups, because that is wish fulfillment. That's feeling like you're having a wish being granted. Nine of Cups. Talent. Interesting. Okay, so talent is, I mean, I know she's dancing in the card, but it's not necessarily just that. It could be any talent that you have, and it feels like it's granting a wish. It may be what's calling in this soul connection. It may be that your talent is taking you places that feel like you're getting to live the dream. So it's beautiful energy here, and I love that you're getting to follow your talent. Now, the Transparent Tarot was no to whatever you asked, and empowerment most likely has something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 5 with the Sodalite. The properties of Sodalite are awakening, insight, and inspiration. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For group number 5, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to their questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, let's get this to hold the cards. Okay. We start with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands can talk about kind of a limiting belief causing a sacrifice. Something happening that, or something in your thought process that is causing a sacrifice somewhere, like a feeling of unworthiness or something like that. There's some thought form that is keeping you from being able to progress. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords talks about challenges and tests that are relatively easy to overcome, and that you can move through with a general ease. Next, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups talks about letting go of something to move into something better, releasing something from the past to move into something that's better in the future. Next, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups talks about friendship and fun, having fun, enjoying friendship connections. It's got a very social energy. It's very fun and freeing. Next, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords talks about anxiety, and I'm not talking about a diagnosis. I'm talking about a feeling, the feeling of worrying about the future. How's it going to play out? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? How's it going to play out? And then topping everything off, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles talks about doing the work and being rewarded for that work. All right, so looking at this as a yes or no, we have some milder energies here. Like we've got a little bit of challenge with the Nine of Swords with the anxiety, and a little more challenge with the Nine of Wands and the limiting belief. But then we also have positive energy with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords saying you get through it relatively quickly. I feel like the answer here is most likely yes. There is the idea of if you put the work in, the answer will be yes. So it's most likely yes, not solid, but most likely yes. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For group number 5, please show us their situations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Six of Cups, that talks about looking back, seeing your growth, reconnecting to your younger days. Two of Swords, that is a stalemate. And you can see she can see through the veil, so you're beginning to see your way through whatever this stalemate is. The Four of Wands talks about doors opening to things you want to commit your energy to. And the King of Cups talks about love. True, genuine, compassion-based love. It can represent a person where love is their energy, or just the energy of love itself. The Four of Wands can also represent marriage, like the fun side of marriage, but it has an overall energy of doors opening to things you desire to make a commitment to. That desire word is the important word right there. It's things you choose, you want to make a commitment to. Now, let's take a look at Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 5, please. Cooperate. All right, so the universe is saying, hey, cooperate, work with us. You're being asked to cooperate, so make sure you're paying attention to the guidance you're receiving. Now, let's see the Two of Swords with regards to the stalemate, stuck energy that it appears you're working through even at present. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so don't let pride stop you from moving forward in a positive way. You are starting to see your way through whatever that stalemate is. So don't let pride keep you from making the progress. Now, let's see the Six of Cups. What is there to add to the growth in the Six of Cups? Fear. All right. So there may be fear of acknowledging your growth. It's not arrogance. It's honesty. And this fear card, I love it because she is in control of everything there is in this card to be in control of. If there's something there to be afraid of, she's controlling it. You can see she's afraid on the inside, but she looks like a goddess. She does not look afraid. She is overcoming that fear, acknowledging that it's there, but rising to the challenge. And I feel like that is the same with you, whether you're reconnecting to your childhood or you are just acknowledging your growth. There may be some fear involved in it, but you are rising to that challenge in a beautiful way. Now, let's also see the Four of Wands with the doors opening to things you want to commit to. All right, so you get focused. So focus on what you desire to do, where you desire to commit your energy. Make sure that you are focused on choosing those things as you move forward. Now, the King of Cups, which talks about true, genuine, compassion-based love. You get beauty. All right, so beauty. This is a reminder to remember that you are beautiful and the energy that you're in right now. You don't have to change to be beautiful. You are beautifully you, and love is something that you absolutely deserve. So stop trying to make yourself feel small or different to fit into whatever category society says you should fit into. You are beautiful right now just the way you are. And you should look in the mirror and tell yourself that. Now, for the Transparent Tarot, which was most likely yes, not a strong yes, not a no, just a most likely yes, you get willpower. So the answer to your question is most likely yes, but willpower probably has something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 5. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.